Rock City has always been about making paradise. An oasis that stands in the face of authority, of the heat. It's about making comfort where you wouldn't expect it.
I can't believe what I'm seeing here. They did this last year in July. It's much later, and it's been a mild summer. We just had a week of fall weather not long ago, where it was lucky to even hit 65 degrees. Fire danger. So there's another island not far from here, because we could make that walk, but I know my dad isn't going to want to do this. So here's our compliment. Here's our stuff. And we're just going to go find a place. Make paradise.
But in order to really live the experience, I have to take you back through the years. To a time when the river's course was different. To the time when a certain group of friends, strapped for cash, desperate to get away to an oasis out of their reach, wanting to build something quick while the summer was still in swing, took a trip down to their favorite, closest scene. This area of the Toutle resembles the Desert Desire, and as we walked and swam the many river forks to sandy islands, we eventually landed in a place that sparked my imagination. I still remember the rafting parties floating down past us as we wandered the sandy wasteland, stopping occasionally at crossings for a dip. I can remember catching the sound of cashmere playing from someone's Bluetooth speaker. And it all fits so perfectly. The music, the heat, the memory.
I figure I'll just float that thing right over there and walk it up there, right? We'll set our camp up and it'll be nice.
We began building our paradise along the river, stacking rocks, making channels. We built it in the water, scavenging the lands for whatever we could find to build our cabana, all in an effort to block the sun and make it comfortable. And after several trips down there building our camp, we soon planned for our victory feast. It was simple, but surreal. There we were in the middle of the river, surrounded by beauty, fire pit, cooking our food. We had finally arrived. In the years to follow, the river changed. The original camp was washed away, and then the entire area became dry where it once was. A new, smaller island just upstream had formed, and this would become the new location for a time. But Rock City is really more about the experience. Wherever we host it, it's the spirit that counts.
Check the view out. Water slide.
This year's turnout, unfortunately, was a bit light on friends. That being said, we carried on in the spirit of things and made ourselves a little camp for the first time ever on this big island. and it was pretty good overall. Good vibes were in the air. But I still kind of wanted Brandon to come along, so a few weeks later I convinced him to do another expedition. So stay tuned, because I've got some surprises for you in the next part of the video.
Yeah, I suppose that's probably one thing that the other place didn't have quite as much.
Well, you did have that one puddle where somebody took a shit.
Yeah, good stuff.
It still cracks me up when we saw that. It's like, that's terrible.
Without further ado, guys, let's carry on the expedition.
Alright guys, I got a little extra treat. We came back, and today our goal is to find the original site. The world of the old Rock City has transformed quite a bit. But we are going to attempt to locate it somewhere out there in the wastes.
I'm going to say it's about 700 feet in front of us.
That's about right. From when I did overhead, I did run an analysis from the river right around here straight up, and yeah, about 700 feet was the walk. I know that I had some landmarks picked, but things have really shot up since that photo too, so. But it's a beautiful place nonetheless. So I don't mind walking it. We've got food in our pack. We've got some drink in our pack. So it's about as good as we can make it, right, Brandon? Just like in the traditional sense, a limited amount of stuff brought. And really, I think me and Brandon made the best out of this whole situation. So here we have, walking down into a bed right now. That was clearly where the river was washing through. And this would more than likely be that channel. If I remember overhead, right to my right was an island that we avoided. And then way further out there was what finished that island. That was where the rafters were coming down that day. A couple of them did come down this channel too. And me and Brandon, we were just kind of doing exactly what we're doing here, just exploring the park. You know, because oftentimes me and my father would do, and Brandon would float down this river, and we'd float past this area. And this is the coolest area, I think, in our area, you know, our side of the state. Really, there's not much more deserty looking spots than this, as far as I know. So for those of us who just can't afford to live there yet, this is our discount desert. And of course those cliff edges out there really sell it. Yeah, that's the stuff that's cool. Not the trees above, but you know, it's crazy how much this stuff has shot up over the years, especially because it's kind of dry. I know some of you are screaming at me right now, why don't you have a GPS on your phone to take you to the coordinate? And that's because I'm kind of cheap on my service. I don't even know if it would work. But right now, anywhere within this 100 square foot zone that we are standing in is almost guaranteed where we struck our first little settlement. And it is so flat now that it's a whole different world. It's so hard to picture it, but there was a big flat pan of water, and a river was so peaceful, and that backdrop back there, which has since very much so eroded, as you can see. It's a different cliff edge now. Just anywhere around here, we're basically in the zone. By the picture that I took with my buddy sticking a stick in my face, you can see these two trees here, that one and that one. They appear to be further spread apart because it was a wide angle lens that I took it off my GoPro. And I'm gonna say it, you know, I don't think we were much closer to the bank than where I'm standing. This is it. This has got to be it. And the river bed looks to be deeper over there, but that could have been from any number of changes as the winter's water levels have risen and fallen. I think this is it. All of this green was not there. It was just,
This was all rock.
yeah.
Riverbed. River cut through.
You can kind of see where maybe at one point the river ran through, and that's about where we were. And there's
Yep.
those trees right on the bank. There's tall grass there now, but in our picture from 7 years ago, that was all clear. It almost looked like an access to the river on the other side.
Yep. It is basically where we're standing. This is it. Hard to imagine now. And this is why we eventually located ourselves up to that little island up there. Because of not just the attacking hornets, but it's an island, and I like islands. And we might consider doing that, because there ain't much to build here, is there? What do you think?
I know, let's head for the water.
RC2, RC2. This is RC1. People on bikes having a great time. Found some parts store stuff.
Yeah, we had some, I don't know if this is big cat track or if this is dog.
Ooh.
Whatever it was, kind of looks like it was prowling around.
Get to Rock City, I guess. Rock City 2. Well, with all this sand everywhere, it makes it feel more like a desert if you don't look past the sand.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. No, under your arm. It was right on your shirt and landed on you.
Dickhead hornets, dude. God, I hate these things this year. They've been so bad. Kill them all. Kill them
Watch
all.
your shadow, see if there's any buzzing around you.
This zone here is the zone that I previously thought was where we were, because you can see the lay of the land with the river, and this would be probably around 2020, 2021 when we came back here and were nature shocked, because you can see a rock shelf here, which is kind of like what we constructed it out of, and there's the river, and this almost feels like the area, but it is not. Not by the GPS coordinate. It's just the way the river kind of, mimicked itself as it changed. But this kind of, for a modern day of a dry desert version, this area right here would almost fit. It's just not right where it actually was.
Is that where you want to head to? Or?
We could. It's up to
I'm
you.
sure we could cross over through it easy enough.
Yeah,
Damn hornet, go away.
without a repeat of, incidents from the years prior. I don't typically feature much footage of this just because dropping equipment. So,
The rocks are a lot slimier here.
oh great.
Just keep that in mind.
Yep, and that's why you guys are going in the bag.
Walk down and then walk towards the flow. So you have a sideways angle.
Yep, it'll probably be easier. We'll be back after these messages.
This wall that I'm standing in front of used to be right where the cameraman is standing. 7 years ago. 7 years of erosion of water, wind, sun, and now we have kind of a Y where water has cut across and now is also eroding the bottom of the wall. Every once in a while we'll get a little trickles of sand and rock and stuff falling down the sides. Like over there, we got the wind kind of shoveling at the dirt.
RC2, Zone 2, and it's crazy. Our structure we built, I think in 23, is right there in the water. Pretty sure that's the same one. I think that's the same log that you hung off of that other year, which I don't even know if I have access to that picture. We got another log here that could have also been it right there. Either way, it hasn't moved. It's one of these two. And then our lazy 24 with the cabana tent is just on the corner of this thing on the pie slice. And there's our boneyard of resources right there. Don't know how dedicated we are to this today. I just know we have food, and food heated is always better. We got a mini island in between the islands now. The further you go this way, the better quality of the ground gets, so that's another good reason for going up here. Clearly somebody else has enjoyed this area, unless it floated down from...
Better they became part of it. What you got there? Weird. It's just a mushy marsh rock.
Nothing special.
Dude, they're dudes. Hey, dude.
Wow.
Nice. Put that on eBay, sell it for $40.
RC collectibles. You can't even really, because of all the up and down erosion, even standing where we stood last year is somewhere in that area there. They don't look quite the same, of course. But you know, as I've said before, the spirit of RC is just about being here. Now this right here, I would say that if I was to repeat and build it today, I don't know if we'll do that. This right here says Rock City to me, right here. Today we have an interesting plan that we're going to try to put in motion. Rather than build it on this island here, couldn't help but notice the awesomeness of this collection of logs. And that maybe this year, we'll still call it Rock City, but maybe this year we'll build something truly unique. It doesn't take much to see the beginnings of a really neat foundation here. You couldn't ask for a better view. Let's get started.
Yeah, I have another big log back there too. Might take the both of us to move.
Got some natural iron deposits or something in the ground here. A lot of rusty leaching going on right through here. But it looks like you can easily find the culprit right there in the hill bank. Oh look! Mother Nature provided us a perfectly flat piece of wood. Ha ha ha. Look at that stuff. That's an interesting interesting collection of mineral there. Yeah, there's the leaching right there. Got a spring running through this. You know, this area is very interesting because you also find stuff that kind of looks like coal as well as this in the same vicinity. I was noticing that when we were walking through. The spirit of Rock City has spread to other groups. The influence is felt.
That's Stump City, but we don't like to talk about Stump City. I hope we don't run into any black bear.
One time I didn't bring a firearm, but I have a sword. If I was a homeless person, this is what I would probably do. As long as you have a hammer and you can find nails, you can build yourself something. If I had nothing to live for, you have to make the walk to find food, but okay, well, we actually stood on it, but we're kind of running out of daylight, so we're thinking about just fast forwarding and actually making a rock structure right over there. Just a platform for a fire in the middle of the water. Because as cool as this thing is, and you can kind of see I was getting ready to make myself a cabana, we're not even going to need that because we're starting to lose daylight. So, but you can actually stand on it, even though it looks like a rickety piece of junk. We're also kind of consuming our fuel source to do this, so, you know, there's that as well. We're kind of getting hungry. If only we had more time and resources, I think we could have made this work. You can almost feel the inspiration. I hate to cut it short, but there's food to cook. The other thing to consider in all this is that the very first Rock City where we actually built up those rock platforms and the crummy cabana, we took a couple days to do that. We came back here several times. So, you know, today we got started late and we spent a lot of time reminiscing over there in the desert. So Brandon's building us a nice little island over there, and we'll see if we can have a little fire in the center of the river and, you know, just capture some of the vibe. All right, that was a pain in the butt, but we got it going. What? Check that out, that activity on the shoreline. That's interesting. And to think that pile of rocks was underwater about an hour ago. Now there's a fire in the center of the river and there's a guy on the shore. He doesn't realize he's part of Rock City history. And he probably never will, because he probably will never see this video. But on the off chance that you are one of my subscribers, take care. Alright, get them hot dogs out. And both. Hey, there's some floaters floating. Oh, really? Nothing like last year.
like the nuclear hot dogs. Nuclear hot dogs.
Feel the heat from back here. It makes the water pleasant.
It's nice.
It's that cool experience that we can't afford, so we make it here.
It's the Washington basin.
Well, you know that if we were like celebrities, we'd have like a pool and there'd be fire, and we'd be doing this every night. It'd be just like weird shit like this. We'd be like in the pool making dinner and stuff.
We wouldn't be making it.
Well, somebody would. But we'd be in the pool regardless.
I'd be in the garage. I'd be polishing the
some
fenders on
of
my
the day.
930, my 86 and 930.
Carbony wood. Good stuff though. We're getting shot at by river rocks, the little ones.
We knew that was going to happen. It's part of the living experience.
Oh yeah. Hot dogs. Simply orange spiked. Good stuff. And explosions.
They may be black on the outside, but they look the same on the inside. Oh!
I just got shot.
Turn that
Go,
around.
go, go! Get off the beach! Get off the beach! Yeah, save the booze. Get off the beach.
Definitely need more of this shit.
It's been salted in whatever the hell that rock is, comprised of. These are good. I want more. Good thing I bought more. Dude, their shots are flying past us right now. Holy shit.
Alright. Dogs are on the dangerous fire. Last swig.
Good timing.
Oh. Good shit.
What a beautiful sky. Well, that guy's Husky has crossed the river and found us. And he's just on a mission to come say hi. Probably knows we have food. And the only thing that's concerning is where's the guy? Where's the owner? There he is. Look at that. Yeah, well, say hello. What the heck? Where's Dad? Where's Daddy? I didn't catch all of that. You are cute, aren't you? Where's Daddy? Hi.
We can hang out
Stuff
here.
is very spicy. I don't know where Dad is, but we've got some spicy dogs.
I'm
Horning
sure
on
he's
you.
chipped if we can't find his own.
Got a tag on you, so hey, quite the calm dog. Making friends, huh?
Here. That good stuff? Oh, that's good stuff.
I don't know where Dad went,
That's it. That's all I have.
so we're gonna have to go ahead and find Daddy. Getting shot at by our fire again. It's burning down. Yeah, how long you been running? Oh. We might have a mission to reunite you with your owner. Don't run off. Okay? Don't run off. Okay, everybody. Well, this is Nala. So she's a girl. Don't know where her daddy is at the moment. She's very tired. Expect to hear him call her any minute now, but no luck yet. She came running down the shore and we gave her some food. And we'll see if Dad starts screaming from somewhere.
Yeah.
I think we got ourselves a friend. We're not going to leave her behind until we find her owner. So
We're here for a little bit. We still have a fire going. And
yeah.
it's all right. When we head back to the car, we'll take her with us.
Hmm.
I'm sure that's where they're at.
We've got friends.
If anything, we could take her to the vet, see if she has a chip.
There's a tag number. There's a phone number on her. I could actually probably, I don't think he'll have his phone number on him, but I could grab that number real quick. Might have some service.
Give it a try.
Well, that's just interesting, ain't it? I had a bunch of black char on my face from a hot dog. So anyway, we're going to try and find out where Nala belongs. And that's probably going to do it for the second part of Rock City this year. I kind of just threw this together like we always do. Pushed for it, and here we are. Brandon's going to get one last dog out before we say peace. RC2 spot is still probably one of my favorite areas. This is really a cool spot. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go and see if we can find her owner real quick. Yeah, oddly enough, all I got was an answering machine, so hi, sweetie. It's all good. You're fine. I hear an ATV up high. Maybe that's them. One can hope. Yeah, don't be concerned, girl. We got a tag. Yeah, we got a tag. Yeah. And we got a phone number on it. You don't need to run. No matter what, you'll have a place to sleep, and we'll find your owner, okay? I promise you. Wish they would have picked the phone up, but at least I got a number to call them. I don't know. He was hard to understand. I got a call back, and we're walking her toward the gate right now. She's being a little bit of a pill. She just dug herself under the fence. Yes. Yes, look at you, so happy. Okay. Now let's keep going. You got to stay with me for more of those, okay? My good deed of the day. Don't say that I don't do selfless acts, because I do. I do. We do. Me and Brandon do all the time.
Nala kept playing a game of hard to get, but eventually we got her over to the main gate. The owners showed up while I was off retrieving the car. They were extremely grateful and relieved to see their dog.
So they showed up?
Two Hawaiian people, imagine they're either married or their brother-sister, and they knew her name right away, and they were very grateful and thankful. I told them, have a good rest of your weekend.
Damn.
I'm glad we were able to bring her back home.
I missed
that.
it.
That was just like insane, you know. And I go, you know, we were camping, we were cooking up hot dogs, and all of a sudden here she came just down the river, and they're like, oh yeah, she wanted to have a hot dog with you.
God dang it, I missed all this too. I knew I shouldn't have got the car.
That's all right.
Brandon wanted me to go get the rig, and the whole time I was like, now I'm going to get to the gate and he'll be gone, and then my friend will be like abducted, and this whole thing will have been a setup from the start.
Be in Shanghai to Hawaii, that's for sure.
Oh, damn it. Well, at least we got Nala back home. I missed the reveal, but I guess filming people anyways never, you know, if you don't ask them, it's always an awkward thing.
Yeah, they were kind of feel like their atmosphere that was around them was a little like, oh God, what are they going to ask us for money now?
Oh, great.
It's like, no, just have a good weekend. I'm glad we were able to get her back to you.
Well, that's a happy ending for Nala, I hope.
She seemed happy. She ran right to the woman, so she avoided the guy.
Oh.
The guy was like, come on. She ran like to the guy, and then she just did this like, I don't know, this invisible circle shield thing around him and right straight to her. And she was all happy, and so yeah, it was good. It was good.
Okay, well, that's a good tidy up for the end of the day. Food. And I think this is the latest we've ever left here. It's interesting.
Yeah. Well, we always said we kind of wanted to do an all-night camp thing,
This is closer to it.
but maybe next year.
Oh, and we found that on the ground.
giant, like a 4-nozzle lighter. It's
Just
crazy.
Someone's prized lighter fell out of their pocket. And
Yeah, it's kind of a cheapie. It's chrome-plated plastic, and the chrome, it's been there out in the elements for a while. It's starting to peel.
Oh,
But
that's cool.
And to think, because we decided to throw this event, we happened to run into Nala and saved her from a night alone out there in the wilderness. Interesting how things work out.